everyone, Doris here. Well, today is day 5 of 7 Days of Spring, which is a collaboration between DearJulieJulie and Cara Brandon Creations. Here are the digitals that we'll be using today. The one on the top here is from Cara Brandon Creations. She's got 3 library cards, some wording that you can use, ephemera pieces here. On to DearJulieJulie. She has a library card, a library pocket, and then another one of her enlarged trading cards, a couple more little ephemera pieces. It is not from the digitals that they have created. It is purely from my printer. So, okay, so let's look at what I came up with. The first piece is Julie's enlarged calling card. I tried out glossy accents that I had. Thank you very much, Ebony, for showing us how you've used yours. I actually have had this stuff for years and not really touched it, so I had to work with it to get it to come out of the bottle, but it's on there. Might be a little bit more yellow than what it's supposed to be. And then otherwise, I just used decorative edge scissors along the bottom and put a piece of my ruffle front of my journal on here. These little elements here, this one I ran through my die cut machine, and this one here I just haven't decided what I want to do with them yet, but I just happen to have them sitting here and cut out and ready to go. Here's the library card and pocket that Julie had, or I'm sorry, her library pocket and Cara's journaling card. So I pretty much just put Julie's library pocket together. And on one of Cara's library cards, I used my watercolor pencils, another item I have had for years and not really taken advantage of using. Thought that turned out pretty good, and inked around it, added a little piece of fabric trim I have and a button, sewed that on there. And on the back of all of the library cards, I put a little stamp. Second library pocket I created here, ephemera piece from Cara. Then I added some vintage sheet music there. Obviously made my library pocket out of some graph paper. The library cards from Cara, and again I used my watercolor pencils on there. Kind of coordinated it with what was on the front of the library pocket. And then I added a little map tab up there at the top, and there's that stamp. Then this one here you'll recognize. This is a digital that Cara had for us on one of our previous days. I used her digital collage sheet for the backing here. This library card from Cara, again, I used my watercolor pencils, coordinated some of the coloring with what's on the front here of the pocket. Put a little piece of trim and a tab up there. Next we have another pocket that I made. This one's out of a different graph paper, or ledger paper I should say. I used dictionary and one of Julie's little ephemera pieces. Added some trim along here. Another card. This card was from Julie. This is the one that she originally had that went with the pocket on her digital sheet. And I just inked it up and put another stamp on the back. And on the inside of the pocket, I lined it with the digital sheet Julie has with her Ya Spring Days kit. And then one more piece I just made on my own. Here's that same background page that I was just talking about that's from Julie's shop. I backed it with the book page, butterfly from Cara's previous day digital sheet. More of that same digital sheet, just on cardstock. Whole reinforcer there and a couple little trims. And then once again, a stamp. So that's it for day 5. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you will check out the other crafters' ideas based off of these digitals once again. And we're on the home stretch. So please come back for day 6 tomorrow and see what we've all created. Everyone have a great day and be sure to come back. Bye now.